Hello everyone, this is Scott. I'm going to be giving you a build that's known as the Servant build. It's the Holy Servant of Aion. It's a mixture between heals, the supportive role of the Cleric, and the offensive form of the Cleric. What it is, I went up and grabbed Call Lightning. The reasoning that I did not go full healing is because Clerics have a very large supply of heals as it is. It becomes very annoying and difficult for me just to sit there and cast heals endlessly. I get bored, people. So I went with the DPS route and got some extra healing. The build is actually fairly simple. I'm going to show you what I did for my stigmas, and I'm going to explain to you why I did these. My stigmas are Splendor of Purification, Earth's Wrath, Grace of the Imperial Lord, Splendor of Recovery, Sage's Wisdom, Flash of Recovery, and the greater stigmas are Chain of Suffering, Hand of Reincarnation, Summon Healing Servant 1, Summon Noble Energy, Enfeebling Burst, and Call Lightning. These abilities work out because I need to have Grace of the Imperial Lord, Sage's Wisdom, and Earth's Wrath in order to get my entire DPS tree. And then I wanted to get some extra healing for supportive. The Healing Servant is a great addition. Servants are going to be your best friend, because it'll sit there passively healing 6 people. Therefore, you'll have a constant supply of healing, and you have more time to DPS or wait to get your mana up. It's more efficient to have one healer with 254 healing 361 to 6 people every 3 seconds. The thing will last for about a minute or so. It'll last about a minute and 10 seconds. Healing about every 3 seconds. So it'll heal about 23 times in its lifetime. So we're gonna do 300, and we'll do 400. We're gonna round up times 23. You just do 23 times 4 is 92. And then add our zeros over here. So we get 9,200 healing over the span of one person. You have to realize that healing applies to one person. This thing heals entire groups. Therefore, we also have to factor in and say that at most, if you have 6 people, you'll be healing an astronomically large amount. For such low cost, it really shows us that cheap heals can actually be more efficient. This is also really nice when you're doing battles such as fortress raids, where you're gonna have to be in large groups. It also means you do not have to rely on just your heals, and you can get mana back. It's great when you're using penance, because penance will take your health away, and popping a heal over time on yourself can be wasteful, because if it takes 101 mana for one person, you could cast this, get greater healing, and it'll apply to everyone. That is why the Healing Servant is very efficient. Now people are going to be wondering, well, why didn't you just grab
You have
all
business
of the...
with me?
Why didn't you just grab all the freaking... Oh, that's annoying. Why didn't you just grab all the healing abilities? Because Clerics are not... They don't need that much healing. Some people are going to say, what are you talking about? In certain raids you're going to need it? Yes, yes, yes. Very few raids are going to require that much healing. But this is good because if I'm not doing any serious healing, I can use this build for pretty much anything. There are very few instances where I actually need to have... There's a very few instances that I actually need to spend or switch out my stigmas because of lack of healing. Therefore, there is no real purpose in you wasting money on them. However, some people would like to argue that it is essential to have blah 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 stigma and blah 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 that. The fact of the matter is, Aion is very flexible with the skills and choices that you make, and you don't need to stick with one set. I don't think that any time in the future you will be forced to go down that role to be an efficient healer, because I can efficiently heal through most instances, and I'm also undergeared. My stigmas are also outdated. I'm pretty much waiting till 65, and then I'll turn everything in, get my gear, and then just be pretty cool. But that is about all I have to say for this build, so thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned for the video, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. And I will see you later. Goodbye.